Welcome to the first intelligent exercise machine. In the past, when people used to lift weights or train for bodybuilding or sports, they used to select the proper weight and try to lift against weights. But the weight has no intelligence in them. Weights usually don't participate in the training of the athlete. With the advent of computers for the first time, we enabling to create an intelligent machine, so the machine sends the athlete 16,000 times per second and adapt to his capacity while he's exercising. So the difference between this type of equipment to the old one is that we're talking with artificial intelligence. The machine knows the athlete all the time, participate in the training, and we can assign him the proper training. And I'll show you how this machine works. Somebody might ask, what do you have to have a computer with an exercise machine? Well, the answer to that is that with a computer you can control anything you're doing on the computerized exercise machine. Let's assume that an athlete wants to start to move the bar slow but going fast in the end, like throwing a shot. Or let's say a bodybuilder really wants to work until he reaches a certain level of fatigue at a certain velocity. All these parameters cannot achieve with the regular weights. You need intelligence in the machine. Therefore, I'll show you what this machine can do. The exercises that you can accomplish on this machine are a lot. You can do, for example, the bench press, as you see here, or you can see other exercise you can do. It will show right on the monitor. The computer will tell me all the exercise we can do in this machine, like the sitting press, you can do the curl, triceps, the squat, the sit-ups, and many other user-defined functions that even not selected here. The next thing is to ask the question, well, how should we do the bench press? For example, right here is ready to do the bench press. Should he do it slow and then fast in the end? Should he do it very easy in the beginning and harder in the end? All these things can be programmable. And I'll show you how. The first exercise we'll do will be the bench press. However, how should we monitor the bench press? As you see on the screen, we can monitor the velocity or the speed. We can monitor the resistance. We can monitor the amount of work. We can monitor the amount of fatigue. Or we can run diagnostic evaluation. Well, the first thing we're going to do with Rod is to run diagnostic on him, because we want to know what is capacity. So I'll take number 5 there. And in order to run there, the computer will try to do 3 things. One thing, it will try to establish the range of motion. Next thing, it will establish the speed, how fast he is. And the next thing, we'll see how strong he is. So we'll go now to number 1, and I'll tell you what, when you hear the beep, there is no resistance now. Just go one time up, all the way up, and all the way down. Don't go all the way to the lock position. Okay. And down to the beep. And the computer tells me his range of movement is 13 degrees. Now, you see the application of rehabilitation. When a person lost a little bit range of movement, we can immediately find out how he progressed with the range of movement. The next thing we want to know, how fast he is. So what? Go one time fast up and stay up. Go. And down fast. Okay, and the computer tells me right away how fast he is in every angle. Like here it was 0 degrees, here it was 4, 8, 12 degrees. So it showed that he reached a certain amount of velocity, then he level off, and then he's going down. This is on the way down. One more thing we don't know about Rod is how strong he is. We know how fast he is, and we know his range of movement. So when I'll tell him, go as hard as you can up, all the way, 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 and down. Pull hard, all the way, all the way, all the way, all the way down, all the way to the beep. Okay. Now that shows how strong he is. So it shows he's about 235 pounds and going a little bit down, and then it's coming up. Every athlete or every bodybuilder is not exactly smooth with his force. It's going up and going down and going up. The only problem, if you're doing it with a regular weight, you might get stuck at some point. Here, you never get stuck. On the way down, obviously, he pulled his body up, and he probably weigh about 225 or 220 pounds because he pulled his body off the chair, and then it's going down toward the end. The computer now knows all the information about Rod. It knows his range of movement, it knows his velocity, and it knows his strength. Now we can create an exercise. The first exercise we'll do is the variable velocity. We'll go to number 1. In a variable velocity, I can select the velocity either from the keyboard, or I can put a pre-programmed diskette. I can take a diskette and just insert it right to the computer, and it will be pre-programmed. But for this demonstration, I'm going to do it manually. As you see here, the bar starts at 25 degrees per second, and I'll change it to 10 degrees per second in the end because I want him to load toward the end. On the way down, I'll keep it at 25 degrees per second, and we'll do 8 repetitions. The range of movement is already recorded, so when I'll tell you to start, we'll go all the way to the beep up and all the way down. We have 8 repetitions. It will be a little bit harder toward the end. Okay. All the way up. Okay, 152 pounds. Okay, 180 pounds. 214 pounds. 229, that's very good. 214, there are 3 more repetitions. 227 pounds. 222, and the last one, and all the way down. Okay, let's wait there for a second. And now the computer tells us a lot of information. First, the computer tells me how much he did per repetition. Also, he tells me how much work he did. 2,423 foot-pounds of work. This is on the way down, and this is on the way up. Also, it took about 22 seconds to do 8 repetitions. Now let's say that I want to analyze every single repetition how I did. I just have to push a button here, and here I can see every single repetition. That shows how strong he is on the way up and how strong he is on the way down. Up and down. Up and down. This is the displacement of the bar. The bar moving up and the bar moving down. So it shows me the displacement of the bar and the strength. For the physical therapist or the hospital, they might want even more detailed information. They want statistical analysis of this kind of performance. Just by pushing the button here, and I have all the statistics appear on the screen. I know what is peak force, which is 205 pounds, the average. I know how long he held this force, 510 milliseconds, and a lot more information which I can print on the printer if I want to print it. The next thing is the average force. This is the average throughout 8 full repetitions. And you see that his average, because he got a little bit tired toward the end, is about 200 pounds, and near the end it's dropped. Now why it's dropped near the end? I guess that because Rod trained with weights, many repetitions, and near the end he's slowing down. Now let me show you what I can do with this machine. I want to make him strong where he's a little bit weaker toward the end. So I'll show you how I'm going to do that. I'm going to select an exercise which is called a sticking point. I look on his force curve, and I see that he dropped in the end. So at the place where he dropped, I'll take this arrow up here, and I'll move it right here where he starts dropping, and I'll put in 1 second isometric contraction. So what will happen, Rod, where you're a little bit weaker, the bar will stop, but you keep pushing on it as hard as you can at that point. And we'll do 5 repetitions. Go. All the way, and explode now. Okay, 285. Again, all the way. That's it. Now we're loading him in the end. As hard as you can. Okay, 291. Let's break the 300 now. Okay, 304. Okay, that's the last one. So let's wait now. We'll see how he's average now. And when we look on his curve now, we'll see very interesting thing. At the point where he was weak before, look what happened. We enhance the activity. So with intelligent machine, not only you can train the muscle to its fullest capacity, you also can put overload at the point where you want more strength. Okay, this was a type of velocity training. What if I want to take now a person, let's say a shot putter, and I want to simulate a shot put motion for athletics? That's not for bodybuilding, this is for athletics. So instead of variable velocity, I'll take another type of exercise. I'll take variable resistance. Since I already know from his diagnostic what he can do, I will assign him certain amount of weight. I'll start with 150 pounds in the beginning. I'll end up with 275 pounds in the end. On the way down, we don't care. We'll not put resistance on the way down. And we'll do only 5 repetitions. Same range of movement. What the computer will measure now, it's not how strong he is because I already put the strength there. It will measure how fast he is with a given amount of weight. So explode when you hear it. Explode all the way up. Boom! All the way to the beep. All the way to the beep. There is no resistance down. That's it. There is no resistance down. Okay? And explode all the way. Okay, that's 29 degrees per second. Okay, 2 more. And explode. All the way to down. 31 degrees per second. Okay, that's it. That's it. So now when we're going down, let's keep the bar down. Now the computer gives me not the force, but it gives me the speed. With a given amount of force. Now you felt that it was hard toward the end because I signed in more than 300 pounds there. But it was quite easy in the beginning. So the computer can control it. In fact, if I look on his speed, look what happened. He speed up to a certain point, and then he's slowing down in the end. I don't want it to happen to a good shot putter. So what I'm going to do is to have a different type of training. I'll start with 150, but I'll go to 125 pounds in the end. Now it will be much easier. But what I want you to do now is to explode up and easy down. There is no resistance down. I'll tell you when. Go. Boom. Okay, 39 degrees per second. Okay, 39 degrees per second again. 41 degrees per second. 41 degrees per second. And one more as fast as you can. Okay, 41 degrees per second. All the way down. Let's look now on his velocity curve and we'll see, aha, he accelerates almost to the end. That's the way to training for throwing the shot. So training for bodybuilding or training for throwing the shot is two different types of training. With regular weights, you cannot change it because weights are constant. With an intelligent machine, you can actually assign any amount of force or any amount of weight in every angle. So that concludes this particular demonstration. There are a lot of exercises that you can perform on the multifunction machine. One is the bench press as you saw before. And then from the bench press we can go to the sitting press. So we're just standing here and we'll do a few repetitions up and down. Another exercise could be the curl. So we're just standing up and doing the curl. And from the curl we can go to the squat. You can do the squat. And I can make the bench going even lower so you can do a full squat. That's right. And from the squat we can do the sit-ups. And this is a fantastic sit-up because you really work your abdominal muscles through whole range of movement. Also you can do decline bench press. And of course you can do also incline bench press. And to that we can add even more exercises such as the deadlift and other exercises we even didn't discuss. So you saw the variety of exercises you can do on this machine. Now let's look on the other half of this system is the arm-leg machine. Here is the arm-leg machine. On this machine you can exercise the legs or the arms. For example, we'll start with a leg exercise. I'll assign a certain amount of weight here, and when we hear the tone here, what you'll try to do is to go as hard as you can up and as hard as you can down. Okay, let's go all the way up. And it was 58 pounds. And pull as hard as possible down. Okay, good. On the way down it was 40 pounds. And now we see 58 pounds. And all the way down. Okay, we have 3 more to go. 74 pounds. What you see here is that the computer always adjusts to her capacity. If she can do more or less, always the computer has the intelligence to do it. That's the last one. And all the way down. And now we will see what is the ratio between the extensor muscle or the quadriceps, this is the quadriceps, to the hamstring. This is the hamstring. So we see that the ratio is about between 60 pounds to about 50 pounds. So it's about 1-to-1 ratio. That's very good. And also we can examine again the repetition and we see that she's going up and down and up and down and up. You see with the regular weight you couldn't do it because if you get fatigued, you will have to put the weight on the floor. This machine always will adapt to you and adjust to you. So these are the leg exercise. Another exercise we can do here is for the arms. The other exercise is the arm exercise. So let's put the elbow in the proper place. We'll hold the bar here. And now we can do a biceps and a triceps exercise. Again, we're doing biceps and a triceps. Another exercise that we can do on this machine is a total body exercise, where we're using the whole body forward and backward. In fact, let's try it. We'll just move the rollers out here. We'll lengthen make it longer. And let's hold it all the way in. Let's sitting press, hold the body down, pull with the back, and pull with the arm. Once more. All the way down, and all the way in. These are the exercises that you can do on this exercise machine. It is very simple to start the machine automatically. You take just the diskette, put it in the diskette drive, close the door, and you push one key, the enter key, and then you push the enter key again, and you set yourself on the machine. So on one machine we have one set of programs, and on the other machine we have another set of programs. The way you're talking with the computer is by moving the bar. So every time you want to start the exercise, you just move the bar, and you're ready for the exercise. All the way up, you have to go all the way to the range. That's it. And now with the leg. So Rod, you have 10 repetition, and Marsha has 5 repetition. And it showed the person exactly what he's doing in every repetition. One more on the leg. After you finish the leg exercise, the only thing you have to do, Marsha, you just move the leg about half an inch up and down, and then the computer gives the report. Same thing with the bench press. You just move the bar, and the computer tells you exactly what you did and how you compare to your previous results. And if you want to pursue it, move the bar again, half an inch up forward and backwards, and the computer will tell you what is your next exercise. Just follow the direction. And you see on the leg exercise, you see there how Marsha compared to previous performance. With Rod now, he's going to the sitting press, all the way up and all the way down. Move the bar half an inch up and down. Now the second exercise on the leg exercise will be a very interesting exercise. At the point where Marsha was weaker, the bar will stop actually and enhance her exercise. All the way, that's it. And all the way down. The bar suddenly stop, all the way down. Okay, Rod, you finish the exercise by moving the bar. It shows you what you did. It compares you to the world record holder. And show you what you did last time. And then by moving the bar again, it will tell you what is your next exercise. So everything is done automatically. Here's the statistics for the leg exercise, and then the average. You can see the dip there, that's where the bar stops. So what we review here today is a whole new future. A future of computerized exercise machine with artificial intelligence. Athletes of the future are not going to rely on personal coach or on individual that know all the answers. The future coach is really relying on this magnetic tape which will be adapted specifically to the athletes of the future.